up? Oh shit. Yeah, what's up? Welcome to the freaking live stream. I'm late, I'm sorry. There we go. The camera good. Alright, cool. I'm here. And I'm ready for this, kinda. I was like pitching my songs to some playlists and I kinda like lost track of time. Let me go ahead and announce that I'm live right now. Yo, what's up, what's up? I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. If it's Saturday yeah, it should be Saturday everywhere. Cause like right now it's what, like 9 p.m. in Germany, over there in Europe. Hope everyone's having a good day. Everyone should be able to hear me, yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me go ahead and comment or reply to some comments real quick. I'm gonna get to the chat. Let me try to move this camera because I'm trying to like stay. There we go. Alright. What's up, Nine Worlds? Thanks. Yeah, man, I'm pretty hyped up about this. I never live stream. Like, I need to do it more often because it's like I got this new camera right here. I'm not using my phone. This is my phone right here. This is the camera I'm using this microphone, and I'm using OBS to stream, so that way I can have like clear music coming out of the of your phones and clear audio for my voice. So yeah. Let me play a different song. Yeah. Sorry, I burped. I can't see any comments yet because I'm not like on the stream on my phone yet. I'm just replying to comments on my actual like page. So again, like on I'm using Yellow Duck to stream from my computer, so I can't look at my own live stream. So if I miss your comment, I'll let you know when I'm on the stream on my phone, and then just resend your comment, and I'll be able to read it. I know it's kind of ratchet, but I mean, as long as we get some good audio. Alright, let's do this. Let me get on the freaking stream. Alright, cool. Now I'm on. Alright, hey, show them biceps. Oh, we got him on the stream? Yeah. I don't really have much. You heard that pop? Oh. There you go, bro. Hope you're doing alright, by the way. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Oh, shit. Is the camera fucked up? The camera is fucked up. Oh, shit. Yo, hold on, let me fix this camera real quick. Let me, resolution. Custom, I guess. Does that work? Oh shit, that does not work. Studio mode? My bad, y'all. Freaking. Damn. That shit is fucked up. Alpha featuring BVO. Hey man, let's see. Let me check out your stuff. Oh, your recent stuff. Yo, sorry about the camera. I don't know why it's all fucked up. Oh, yo, can I not change this while I'm recording? Hey, yo, hold on. I'm gonna have to exit the stream for a sec and then just restart it. Because the fucking camera's fucked up. Oh, wait. Is it working now? Hey, there we go. Let me see. Yeah, yo, so it was fucking up for my phone because like it was like zoomed in like all on my forehead for some reason. So yeah, it's good now. So yeah, so now I'm here in the stream. All right, all right. Hello, Wifey. I love the ants. All right, yo, let me get some beverage real quick. And then, yeah, I'm here for your Q&A, and it's a listening party too. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, let me know. You said, I mean, I'll answer your question right now, bro. Let me just check out your. I don't want to leave the stream on my phone, so I'm gonna check your stuff on the computer. Cause I know that you'll return. All right, all right. And as I wait for questions, I'm going to kind of finish my playlist pitching because I didn't get a chance to finish a lot of it.
Entry number 5. It's been 5 months.
Oh, and if you want me to play a song while we're on here, let me know what song you want to listen to.
I feel so
I'm going to play Trap Inside right now. B-V-I-N-D-I-A. Instagram.com. If I sang this song, then it would sound terrible. Like if I sang this like on the track. Hey, you had an event back in September, bro. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm doing it well. Yeah, bro. Hey, just hit me up with any song. Sorry, hit me up with any song ideas you have, and you know, we can work together. I have no problem collaborating. Me and the wifeys. Wait for some more people to come on. Alright. Well, once some more people come on, I'm gonna answer some questions and stuff. And until then, I'm gonna finish my playlist bitching. have to turn on the light in here because I can't really see.
Entry number 4. It's been 4 months and I start to imagine my homecoming. I begin to fantasize about
I'm gonna play the
how
whole
it'll
album
be.
in order. I'm gonna start from the beginning. Yeah.
Entry number 1. I hate myself for letting my life get to this point. I let myself become vulnerable enough to allow them to persuade me on board. I sit alone in regret as I account my experiences. Ashamed, believing that they had my best interests in mind. I'm 1 month into my captivity at sea, and I haven't seen my friends or family since I disappeared.
Yo, what's up, what's up?
I have no idea if they're really doing okay.
What's up, man?
It may take months for me to get back home. I have to navigate my way through these waters. Alone.
Oh, I can't do that, damn it.
This is essentially a ghost ship. The people who took me on board have been dead for years. I feel so alone.
So I hope you're having a good night up in Germany right now.
I feel so trapped. I feel so lost. Help me.
So I'm commenting on my personal account because I can't watch my own stream from my account. So, yeah. Phone right here. Yo, what's up, Pacemaker? Drop here. Ooh, which song was the most fun to make? Very good question. Let me yeah, so the most fun song to make from the album was probably so Come Alive was cool. Return was fun too. Damn, it's kind of hard for me to like think of like any song being fun because like all these songs are kind of like inspired by depression. But Come Alive was probably the most fun because like so I made Come Alive during Can you hear me now? Hello? Yeah. Alright, so anyway, I was saying, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to, like, see any of these songs as, like, fun to make, because, like, they're all kind of, like, when I was on the ship, and I was, like, super depressed and shit. But Come Alive was probably the funnest song, just because, like, it was, I mean, it's a song about, like, you know, going out and having fun and stuff. And ironically, when I made it, it was during the shellback ceremony. And in the Navy, the shellback ceremony is like this, like, it's supposed to be like a fun event where, like, whenever you cross the equator when you're deployed, you do like this, like, it's like a hazing event. And I didn't want to do it because I'm like, you know, I already got hazed basically in boot camp. I don't want to get hazed again. And so whenever you don't do it, you stay with like your work center or your squadron or whatever, and you basically just stay at work and just hang out until the thing's over. So whenever I was hanging out with my work center, I had my laptop and I made Come Alive, and I didn't like the kicks that I used for the drops. So I sent the song to Bass Till Dawn, and they added their own kicks into it. Well, not really. So like they kept the same kicks I had for the first drop, like that first raw drop, and they added some talks to it, like some like more punchiness to it, and they kind of just beefed up the kicks that I had, and then they added that like tempo transition in the end, and like that like 200 BPM section, and that was freaking sick. And for the melodic part, the melodic drop in the middle, like I added the kicks for that, and then for the 200 BPM section, I added like some more like risers and downshifters, and I added the melody just to kind of like bring everything back together. And
I wish there was another way.
What else? Yeah, so that was probably like the most fun song from the album. So yeah, great question. Great question. I can't talk. Question.
I feel lost again.
Anyone got any more questions?
I feel like there's no hope.
Let me turn the music back up a little bit.
All the time I had, gone forever.
There we go. Just a little bit more. Yeah. Yo, Bass Don. What's up? What's up? Kitty cat's here. Hey, buddy. Come here, kitty.
I try to wipe all the tears away. I don't know why I'm crying. I try to wipe all the tears away. I'm just mourning the time that I lost. I try to wipe all the tears away. I don't know why I'm crying. I try to wipe all the tears away. I'm just mourning the time.
Yo, yo. What up, Jungler? Welcome to the stream, bros. Yo. So, I just answered the question about what song was the most fun song to make on the album, and I said it was Come Alive. You guys already know. Yo, thanks, bro. Yo, man, I can't wait for Master Part 2. Like, so during the live stream set today, I'm gonna play it. I'll just go ahead and talk about like all the songs in the album. So, I'll start from the first one. So like I said, all these songs were made while I was deployed, and then like I finished them up whenever I got back.
I try to wipe all the tears away. I don't know why I'm crying. I try to wipe all
yeah, so I made all the songs whenever I was deployed. And I finished them all when I got back home. Yeah, so deployment started May 4th or December 4th last year, and got on the ship, and then we actually like departed like a couple days later. And then the first month was me just trying to get used to like the ship and stuff, and just get used to all the work we had to do. And like I remember the second week was whenever it really started to get to me, and I was just like, yeah, fuck this shit. So, and I didn't even get a chance to produce until like maybe 3 weeks into it. Like, I was just so tired and just so busy and overworked. Like, I didn't even get a chance to like touch my laptop until like the 3rd week. And then, on that 3rd week, that's whenever I sat down and I was looking at some of the vocal samples that I had downloaded ahead of time before deployment, and one of the samples was the one I used for Help Me. And I just made like a melody. I thought it'd be cool to have like just some like orchestral instruments in it, and so I used the violin and the brass and stuff, and then I made the drop, and yeah, that was it. And then a couple days later, like the next time I got a chance to get back on my
It's been 3 months and I'm starting to feel the severity of my captivity.
Yeah, so the next time that I got a chance to get on my my laptop,
I can't escape.
I made the second drop for Help Me, like the hardest
Surrounded
drop,
by death and sea.
finish it up, and then I showed some of my friends on the ship, and they liked it and stuff, and songs
Floating
finished
on a
done.
grave.
So that's how I made the first
I've lost
song
all sense of direction.
on the album. The first song for the album was Help Me,
I have
and
no idea where I'm going. Nor
then
do
I started
have any
brainstorming,
memory of
like,
where I was headed.
I'm gonna be on this ship for 6 whole months, so like, why not make
My
like a
sense
whole
of
album?
purpose
And
and my sense of
I
meaning
thought I'd be able to make more songs,
are slowly
but
disappearing.
I was really only able to make like 5. Picking up the pieces,
Thinking
I
about
actually
the
made
goals I had
like
for myself before
right
my
when I got
time
back
at sea.
home.
Angers
So that wasn't really made on the ship, but like
me as I see
it was mainly
little to no
right when I
way
got back, so
of
I
actually
didn't have
pursuing
uh,
what once made me so happy.
anyway, so Help Me was first, then I brainstormed the album, and I
feel
thought
my
about
dreams and aspirations
a name for it,
starting to
which would be
slip
Lost
away.
at Sea, because like it would be like a play on the words kind of,
It's as
so it
if
would
the
be
death
like,
of me on the ship,
when you think of Lost at Sea, you think of like,
and it's slowly
a stranded
deteriorating
ship in the
person
middle
I
of the
once was.
ocean, like, you lost at sea.
My
But
sense of direction,
it was also like an
along
emotional
with my
thing
sense
for
of
me.
purpose,
It was like, I
have been set
feel like
adrift,
lost,
outwardly amongst the sea of
emotionally
death.
lost at sea.
I feel
And,
absolutely trapped inside the floating prison of death.
Yeah, and the prison of death, yeah, it's true. So, yeah, and like, on the ship, dude, like, and not even like on the ship, like in the military in general, like a lot of people just don't have drive or like any kind of vision for anything. Like, they just kind of go through the motions, and then like they freaking just do whatever the military tells them to do, and that's their life. That's all they live for, and they just do that until they hit the 20-year mark or until they want to get out. And it's really depressing, honestly. And I'm just like, I can't be around this shit. But like on the ship is like I couldn't leave. It's like you literally like you can't go home. Like when you're on shore, like when you're like here, like on land and stuff, like after work you come home. Like you come home to this. You have like your own little office space. But like on the ship, you're always at work. Even when you go to bed, you're still around all the same people that you work with. So like you just straight up can't leave every single day for 6 months straight. So like that was another like theme of the album too. And yeah, the second song I made was Crying, and so the skit behind it, it is true. Like that was my 2nd month into being deployed, and like so. A couple weeks before, so I did cry on the ship. Like, and the song is about the day I cried. So anyway, so about a week before that, no, it was the same day. I'm sorry, same day. I was talking to one of like the psychiatrists on the ship, just for like therapy and just to like vent and stuff. It is like selling your soul to the devil, yeah. Worse, honestly, it's like selling your soul to someone who wants to use your body as a shield. And it's like, hey, like if I use your body as a shield for 20 years, then you get to retire and you don't have to work again. I don't care about your family or your personal life. You are my shield. Your flesh body is my shield, and that's your purpose. And some people are just like, okay, cool, and they just go with it for 20 years. And me, I'm just like, bro, like this is very uncomfortable. Like I don't like being a shield. I was like, I I have a vision. I want to do stuff with my life. I'm not a shield. I'm a person. Some people are just very okay with being a shield. Anyway, military rant. I don't want to make this stream about like military rants and stuff. 'Cause I could go on all day, and plus I don't think I'm allowed to. But anyway, yeah. What's up? Crying. Yeah. So this day I talked to the psychiatrist, so I was like kind of having a little therapy session right there. And yeah, I was just kind of venting and telling her like pretty much what I just said now. I was like, yeah, I really don't feel like this is what I want to do, and this is super depressing. I told her exactly how I feel. I was like, I feel like people have to be crazy to want to do this for 20 years. And I was like, no offense to you, because like what you, like as I was talking to her, I was like, what you do, like you're actually like here to help people, and like, you know, you actually care about psychology and stuff. And like, so for you it's different, but for like the average like 10-year first class or like the, you know, 15-year chief or whatever, it's just, I don't know how they can like just sit there and take this. Like, do they not love their family? Like, do they not love their personal time?
Entry number
And
4.
I don't know, like she was very insightful about like psychology and stuff, and like, you know, how to control my thoughts. But when it came to like military stuff, she was just like, you know, just kind of have to deal with it. And yeah, after the session, like I just went in the bathroom and like I just like sat there and just kind of cried, because like I didn't cry because I was sad. I cried because like I was just thinking about like how much of how the song says, like how much of my freedom I actually gave up, because it just hit me. Like it was like 2 months in, and I realized like I can't leave. I'm literally stuck on a ship in the middle of the ocean. I can't leave. And it was just like, yeah, if we get attacked like right, and we almost did get attacked. Well, we almost. Like, I don't know. It's public news, so I can talk about this. So China like simulated an attack on us. And you can look up the article. Like it's public information, so I can talk about it. So anyway, but I was in the bathroom. I was like, you know, if we do get attacked, I'm dead. All right, I have a high chance of dying. So it's just like, you know, the amount of freedom I literally gave up. Like I can't just go out. I can't go out with friends or whatever. I can't, you know, do what I really want to do in my life. So it's just like I just felt completely helpless. I couldn't do anything about it. You know? So it's just that like feeling of I can't change anything is what made me like really cry that. And
who I cherish back.
The song, like the vocal sample says, like, you know, I'm mourning the time I lost. 'Cause, you know, that's what I was thinking about too. Like all the time that I wasted and stuff, and all the time that I could have used to better prepare myself to not have to join the military. Like I was just kind of like just blaming myself a lot. So yeah, that's like the motivation behind crying. And also with the album, so when you listen to all the skits, yeah, I remember that too, baby. If you listen to all the skits, it'll say like entry number 1, entry number 2, entry number 3, and it'll be like it's been 1 month into my captivity or whatever. It's been 2 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in. And that's true to whenever all the songs were created. So like I made each song like a month apart from each other, not on purpose, but like that's just how it was. Like the amount of time I had on the ship was just like I was able to pump out 1 song a month, and that's just kind of what I did. So yeah, freaking let me play Trapped Inside because I'm talking about it right now. Yeah, so yeah, 3 months in. So Trapped Inside, I made that one next. And again, just like the skit said, exactly how I felt. I felt like, you know, I'm not being held captive, but at the same time I can't leave, because like it's like you signed the contract to join and stuff, so it's like you can't quit. Like it's not like a regular job where like say like if you work for McDonald's and you don't like it, you can just quit and go work at like Starbucks. Like it's not like that. If you join the military and you're stuck in like a work center and you don't like, you can't leave. Like, or it's not that easy. At least they could like probably switch you around, but like you just can't leave. Like there's no guarantee you're gonna have a good like, you know, workplace. So Yeah, Trapped Inside was just like, you know, about that. But also, like how it says in the skit where it's like, you know, my sense of purpose and stuff, like, I literally felt like I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I would like have my laptop, try and make music, but I just felt like there's no point. It's just like, the whole entire deployment, I had like no energy at all. Like, I was like super tired, super depressed, and like, it just felt like, you know, all the goals and stuff, like, you know, performing and all that, it felt so unattainable just because at the time, like, I was just exhausted. I had nothing to do, or not, like, nothing. I felt like I had nothing to pursue, you know, like, because it just felt pointless, even though, like, it's not, but I just felt like that at the time, like, being in that state of mind makes you think. And, yeah, so that was pretty much Trapped Inside. And, yeah, and then, just like the skit said for Homecoming and the Return, like, the Return was meant to be like my returning anthem. So like when I came home, like I imagine myself like playing that song during sets, like I'm back, you know. And yeah, I mean that's kind of an easy explanation for the Return. Like just I plan on it being like my return anthem. So like the drops. So how I said, you know, when I came back home, I finalized all the songs. So, I also don't know how you did this. When you were deployed, you literally work all day. And yeah, when you're deployed, for anyone who's watching this, like on the replay or whatever, who doesn't know. So when you're deployed, in the Navy, you work 12-hour days. 7 days a week for 6 months straight, no off time, unless you go to a port visit. So that's like, you know, let's say you deploy like in the Pacific Ocean, just like I did, and you go towards like the east or whatever, and let's say you go by Japan. So you'll have a port visit, which means that you'll stop at Japan for like maybe like 3-4 days, maybe if you're lucky, and then you come back on the ship and you go back on the ocean for like, I don't know, 2-3 months until your next port visit. Maybe you stop by like Australia and you have a port visit for like another 3-4 days, maybe if you're lucky. And then you go back on the ocean for like 2-3 months or whatever. So that's a port visit. For my deployment, we did not have any port visits. we technically had 2, but it was only in Guam, and again, this is public information, so I can talk about it. We only stopped in Guam twice. The first time was for 3 days, the second time was for 1 day. And the first time was only 3 days. So we only had 4 days off. And they weren't even days off, really. Because, like, if you had duty, you had to work. And if you didn't have duty, then yeah, it was kind of your day off. But, and everyone had duty at least once. So that means we only had 3 days off on the whole deployment. So think about if you had a job right now. Like, let's say you worked at McDonald's and you couldn't leave for 6 months. You had to be at McDonald's and you had to sleep at McDonald's. Let's say McDonald's had like, you know, bunk beds in the kitchen, which is gross, but let's just say they have bunk beds in McDonald's. And for 6 months, you can't quit McDonald's. You have to stay at McDonald's. You have to sleep in the bunk beds at McDonald's every day for 6 months straight. And your work shift every day is 12 hours. You don't get any off time at all. Like 12 hours every single day, 7 days a week for 6 months straight. You cannot leave McDonald's. And you can't quit. And if you're lucky, you'll get a port visit, which means like maybe you can go out in town, but only for that day and only for a certain amount of time, maybe like a few hours. Or if you get like, oh, and you have to be back by midnight, I think. And then if you get like an overnight shit, you can stay out in a hotel for the night, but you have to come back to McDonald's and you have to stay there for 6 months. So just to put that into some kind of context, it's pretty bad. What's up? Yeah, I'm just talking about the album and stuff, and some of the motivations behind it. Ironically, I think you made the perfect deployment album. Yes. from the relatability to giving hope of it. Yeah. So yeah, and that's I mean, going back to the return. Yeah, that's the whole concept behind it. So with the first drop, you know, it's supposed to be like the aggressive, like boom, 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 you know. And again, for like a live show, obviously, it sounds bad for me being like, yeah, for the live shows, like, you know, the first drop is like, you know, energetic and stuff. But like from like an artistic point, like to think about it as like a return anthem, this is like pushing towards coming home. Like I'm going home, you know. And then the melodic part is like, yeah, like I'm finally home, like, and then the melodic drop where the kicks come in with the melody, that's like, you know, celebrating being home. So like the first drop is like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna make it home, like you're fighting to go home. And then the climax where it's just the melody is like, I'm home, yeah, like this part right here. It's like, I'm actually home, you know. And then the drop is like, you know, you're celebrating being home. So that's what I thought about with the return. And what we got? Then Come Alive. I already talked about that one when it was during the ceremony. And just like the skit says for Come Alive, like it was me imagining like just having one night out, like one night out where I could just be like, you know, at a club or something, like just hands in the air, just, you know, not really really caring about anything. I don't have any responsibility. I'm just at the club, just boom, boom, like come alive for the night. And the tempo is perfect because like it's faster, so like it's a great tempo to just like kind of go crazy with. If you dance to it, like you dance pretty fast and like all loose and stuff, you know. And what Bass Till Dawn did with the 200 BPM section at the very end is really good with that idea also, because like it's even faster, so that means you can go even more crazier, you know. And with like hardcore and stuff, like, and with EDM in general, you don't have to dance a certain way. Like with hip hop and stuff, you have to like, you know, all these dance moves and shit. But with like EDM, like you can learn how to shuffle and all that stuff, and you can learn how to like do all this, all the dances and stuff. But you don't need to. And especially with Come Alive, like with the faster tempo songs, like you can just kind of bounce around and stuff and jump around and, you know, fist bump a little bit. And yeah, with Come Alive, you can do that. And then also with the faster part, it's just a more intense version of that, you know. So yeah, it works out very well. And it was just ironic that I made Come Alive during the shellback ceremony, whenever everyone else was like having fun, and I didn't see it as fun. My idea of fun was, again, going out and like just not really caring about anything, like hands in the air in the club or whatever, Come Alive for one night, boom, boom, boom. And I was imagining that while I was making the song. So yeah, that's Come Alive. And let me go on here to see if anybody
Entry number 5.
Oh, sounds bad for my BMI, like the whole McDonald's example, yeah.
Ever so long for my
Yeah,
freedom.
freaking. Honestly, the ship is terrible for you,
I feel so
BMI.
desperate for just the slightest
All the
ray of
crappy
hope.
food and stuff, like either you lose weight because you don't eat the
I've been
food,
alone
or
for almost half a year,
you're malnourished because you eat the food.
to the emptiness,
It's bad.
overlying the vast ocean that I float
Eating
upon.
the rock hard
I
ham,
reach my hands to
the
the
ham
sky
slices that are like super hard and shit.
and ask the universe and all of its deities to grant me with just
What
one moment of freedom.
What's next? Oh yeah, so yeah, then
I
pick
ask
up the
them
pieces.
to just
So,
grant me with just one day
ooh, I'm gonna tell that
without
story.
restraints.
The moldy egg.
I ask for
So,
one instance without
Ship food,
responsibility.
well, military food in general has a reputation of being really
I ask
bad,
for one small occasion
and
where
Navy
I am
food
exempt
on the ship
from the binds
has
of
a very bad
isolation and
reputation for
loneliness.
being very, very bad.
I ask for
So,
one night where I
when
can
I was
be
on the
free.
ship, I would eat boiled
I ask
boiled
for
eggs,
one
you know,
night
for breakfast.
where I
And one
can
day,
feel happy.
I'll usually get like 3 to 5, because you
One
know,
night
me.
of ecstasy.
And I cracked open an egg, and I was
I
like, you
asked
know,
for
I was
one
peeling
night
off the shell,
to feel
and
like
there was like a big moldy spot. Let me see if I can find the picture of it.
I ask for one night
I'm gonna go ahead and leave the stream on
to
my
come
phone real
back
quick.
to myself.
I swear I'm gonna find this picture. So anyway, I was peeling the shell, and there's a big moldy circle on the egg. So like, if the egg is the size of my fist, the moldy circle was like that big, like almost like on the whole corner of the egg. And I was like, so I asked one of the cooks, like the CSs or cooks. I was like, hey man, and then also, I'm sorry, before I talked to him, I opened up a second egg just to make sure like that one was good because I'm hungry, and that one had a mold circle on it too. And so I got one of the cook's attention, and I was like, hey bro, like, y'all, your eggs are moldy. Like to let him know so that way he can go check the eggs that are on the line and make sure, like, you know, they're not using shitty eggs. That's what you do. And then if they are shitty, you take them off and throw them away, or you just throw the whole thing away and start over. So instead, he fucking takes it to his like chiefs, like his, you know, managers, if you will. And fucking he comes back to me and he said, do you want more eggs? Or do you want another egg? And I was like, no! Why would I want more moldy eggs? Like, what's wrong with you? So anyway, I didn't eat the eggs that morning, and then I kind of just stopped eating eggs after that. Well, at least boiled eggs, until my wife, you know, she convinced me, you know, to eat my eggs, and I need them. And then I'll talk about this one too. So another day, I was eating rice from the ship, and I guess they didn't cook it all the way or whatever. So I took one bite of the rice, and it was so hard that my back tooth got chipped. And like I thought it was like the rice, but like I spit it all out, and I found like a chip, like a piece of my tooth in my fucking food, like because it chipped off my mouth. So I go to the dentist on the ship, and well, first off I complain, and again nothing gets done about it because it's fucking Navy. And then so I go to the dentist on the ship. I found a picture. You can see that. Hopefully, look at the moldy egg. If you can, I hope you can see that. A little bit closer. Look at that. That's fucking gross. And those are both the eggs. The two eggs, yeah. And yeah. So freaking the rice. Yeah, I went to the dentist on the ship, and they fixed me up. They filled my tooth in and everything. And they were like, so this happens so often that we have a little game we play. So in the back office we have a tally board, and we put a tally on it for every single person that comes in here that has a chipped tooth from the rice. And because of you, you're number 12. We had 11, you're number 12 now. So on that deployment, I was the 12th person to chip their rice on the tooth, or to chip their tooth on the rice. And I was like, ha ha ha, yeah, that's funny, but like, you know, instead of making a joke about it, why don't you fucking do something about the fucking rice? Because people need to eat rice. It's just like, you know, instead of making a joke about it, why don't you fucking fix the problem? And you know, like I said, I complained. Nothing got done about it, obviously. But yeah, that's another little story about the ship. Yeah. So, the moral of everything I'm going to talk about is deployment sucks. Unless you like, you know, unless you're into that kind of shit. Unless you're into, and if I get on a rant again, because I'm going to talk about Pick Up the Pieces whenever Pick Up the Pieces plays. I again don't know who would want to put up with that shit. You know, some people just put up with it. I don't know why. It's not my thing. I'm not the type of person to be in for years and years. But some people are, so whatever. Alright, Pick Up the Pieces. So, just to clear up any suspicion, like in the skit where I say like wrongs
6.
have been done against me before, or like, while I was gone.
After
Nothing to do with the wife. Other people. Because I remember like whenever I was showing her like the skits and stuff before I released the album, she was like, people might think that this is about me. So like I re-recorded the verse, or I re-recorded the skit to
Destruction
make it
has
say
found
like
its annihilated way back
I'm
into the
reunited
light that I left
with my
behind.
love and all those close to me or whatever.
Individuals
Because I
lost.
didn't have that part in there at first.
Trust.
I just said I'm reunited with those close to me. And
Relationships.
she was like, yeah, if you don't include that, then people are gonna think I did something bad.
Unaware to my knowledge.
So I was like, you know,
I come
saying,
to
yeah,
find
nothing
that
with
wrongs
her.
and misdeeds have been
But
committed against me
anyway, and
during my absence.
the people involved, I'm not gonna say who they are, just
Worst of all,
because I mean, I
these
guess it's more
misdeeds have
private, I
not been
guess.
committed
But
by any individuals unknown to me.
anyway, so I got what I will say is,
I know
so what happened
exactly
was
who
when I was
responsible.
deployed, someone
now,
did something illegal
I'm
with
left
my
with
information,
nothing but the
and
shadows.
someone else that should have told me about it
I am not completely
didn't
enraged,
tell
though.
me about it, and they tried to cover
In
it up
fact,
while I was
the
deployed.
overwhelming
So, and it happened
emotion
twice.
that I feel right
They did
now
it 2 times while I was
is
deployed. So when I
focus.
got back, I had to like,
I am
yeah,
determined
you're not a Jody.
that my
A
life
Jody is someone who like, you know, fucks or whatever when
these
you deploy.
shambles shall be put back together.
Yeah, no. So freaking, I had to like
Everything will be
call
made
the
clear
police
again
departments and stuff and be like,
once I
hey,
finish.
this wasn't me. I didn't do this. I know who did it, and I can prove that I didn't do this, and I can prove they did it. And so I had to do all that, and then, you know, all this stuff happened, and I got it all situated. I'm good. Like, it's not on my record or anything. Well, actually, so since it happened in 2 different locations, one location I'm good. Second location I'm taken care of, but like it's still on my record. But it's not serious or anything. But I have to just get it expunged, and I'm gonna take care of that whenever I move to Texas. So like we're gonna move to Texas in August of next. Well, hopefully in August of next year. If not August, then September. And yeah, I'll get that situated whenever I get there, because I'd have to actually be there in person for like, I think it said either in person or like get a lawyer and like power of attorney. And so, yeah, I'll take care of it later, because right now it'd be very complicated to do it from California. But yeah, Pick Up the Pieces is about like, you know, me just getting my life back together as soon as I get back from like a long ass like stressful fucking deployment. You know, it's just like, you know, you come home and like you want to just relax and be back with family and stuff, and then instead of that, you freaking come home and you're like, hey, I got a letter in the mail saying I did something that I didn't do. And you call someone, you're like, hey, do you know about this? And they're like, oh yeah, I know who did it. I thought I took care of it. I was like, it's not about if you took care of it or not. You should have told me what happened instead of trying to like push it under the rug and like, you know, no, you're supposed to tell me what happened. So I can at least try and do something about it, you know, but it rubbed me the wrong way that they knew what happened and didn't tell me about it. Like the whole time while I was deployed, and they knew they could have, and we've talked while we were deployed. It's just like, why not just tell me what happened? Anyway, and then also with pick up pieces, so like that vocal, like it says like, you know, you got a messy reputation, always getting into sticky situations, try to change, but it's all the same, whatever. It very accurately describes the personality of the person who, you know, wronged me. So like, it's like weird how accurate the vocal was, and honestly, it's weird how all the vocal samples that I had on this album, like it's so weird how they all related to me, except for the return. I think the return's about like the vocal sample itself is about like relationship or something, like, oh, like you're jealous or whatever. Yo, what's up? Yo, I always tell people your name is Ladez, but some people say it's Lides. Is it Ladez or Lides? Because I'm sorry to bring it up like in public, but like anyways, but what's up, bro? I'm just talking about like how some of the songs, like how I made some of the songs and stuff, and like the inspiration behind them. But yeah, and like I was saying, like how the vocal samples on the album, like it's so weird how they all related to me, and except for the return, because I think it's about like a relationship, like, oh, like, you know, you're jealous or whatever, and I know you'll come back to me or something, but I use it as like a return, like I know that I'll return, like I know you'll return.
Entry number 7.
Anyway,
I hope this to be my last
one.
entry.
Ladez. Yeah, I thought so. Like
To the end of my experience
someone told me
at
it's
sea,
Lides. I was like,
I'm left with
I'm pretty sure it's not
lessons
Lides. It's
learned
Ladez, bro.
about trust,
Plus, Ladez sounds cooler.
decisions,
And yeah,
isolation,
So just to explain, my own destiny, the very last track of the album, because I went through all the other ones. So my own destiny is about
yearning for connection and meaning.
So even though I went through all, so before I say that, again, this whole entire album is about exactly how I felt during and right after deployment. So my own destiny, and also, so like on all the skits, it'll be like, you know, this is 1 month in, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So my own destiny is the only one where I don't say how many months have passed. And the reason for that is because it's just generally after deployment. So it could be like 5 years after deployment, like 3 years, like right now, or whatever. Like it's just about after deployment in general, and it's saying like, no matter like
Entry number 1.
what I went through, like I'm my own destiny. So I could just sit around and just be like, oh, the Navy did this, the Navy did that, the military is this, and it sucks and all that. I could do that all of my life, but like nothing's gonna change if I don't change myself, or if I don't take action for like what I care about. And
believing that they had my best interests in mind.
so I can think clearly. It's hard for me to think clearly about the song when I'm not listening to it.
Entry number 7.
And it's like, yeah, like I could like sit around and mope, or I could do something about it. It can change. And I can like set myself up to where I never have to go through that again. So like, you know, if I didn't have a plan for my future, then I might have to do another deployment, or I might have to go through something like that again. And the part where I say like I understand what true freedom means, like how on the ship I felt like I realized how much freedom I actually gave up. You know, the whole reason me joining the military was because of like, you know, I couldn't afford to stay in college like how I was before I joined. And I joined so that way I could go to college and have it paid for and stuff. But it's just like I realized how much freedom I had to give up to be able to do that, like once I get out. And you know, yeah, like I say, like moving on from the experience, like I really want to set up my life to where I don't have to ever be in a situation to where I have to be that desperate for income or money or anything, you know? Like I shouldn't have to be a shit shoveler to make ends meet. I should be able to do something I actually care about, or at least something that doesn't suck to be able to live and to be able to survive. And yeah, again, also like how I list all the things that like the experience taught me, like, you know, regret and stuff, and, you know, regretting all the time that I wasted, like how I talked about and crying and gone forever, you know, being trapped and stuff, and all the stuff I talked about on the album. Like my own destiny is all about like, you know, keeping like not forgetting everything that happened to you. And this is also relatable for everybody. So it's like not forgetting everything that's ever happened to you. It's all about like what you do about it. So like, you know, let's say you get cheated on or whatever, or like just as an example. So it's like, yeah, sure, like it's terrible to get cheated on, and I mean, I haven't gotten cheated on technically, but like I imagine it's a very shitty feeling. I've you know, I've been broken up with, and I've breaking up with people and all that stuff. So I understand like losing a relationship, but you know, it's at the same time, it's like, what are you going to do about it? So, you know, and it does hurt. Like it takes a while it takes a different amount of time for different people to recover. But at the same time, it's like, you know, once you do recover, like it's all about you taking care of your own life. Like you are your own destiny. So like, you know, you're not your past relationships. You're not, you know, you're not the stuff you regret. You're not your mistakes. Like you are who you choose to be in the future. So like, you know, let's say like, oh, people think you're a fuck up, and you know that might be true. Like people might think you're a fuck up, but what are you going to do about it? You know, you can keep doing what you're doing and continue to be a fuck up, or you can be like, you know, I'm going to start applying myself. Let me learn about a new skill. Like let me put this into motion. Let me practice, like, I don't know, like drop shipping, I guess. I don't know. That's just first thing I'm talking about. Or let me like start a business, or let me like get into music production, or, you know, let me get into making music, or let me, I don't know, do something to where I can like start moving into something I actually care about, you know. And then if I keep at it, then it can be something I do professionally, you know. And then people won't think you're a fuck up once you start, you know, showing results. So like, let's say, like me, like you start, you know, being a music producer, and then after a while, like you start showing results, like, hey, you're growing, you're doing more shows, like all this stuff, and then people say, hey, like you're actually doing really well, man, like good job, keep it up. Or like just anything. It doesn't have to be music. Like let's say like you start like a freaking, I don't know, like a hamburger restaurant, and you know people are just like, oh, it's just a hamburger restaurant. Everyone like has that, or like you can get a hamburger anywhere. Like who cares about you? And then once you start to, you know, get some results, then people are like, oh, like good job. And then, you know, you just keep going and going, and then people change, you know, their view of you, and then you change your view of yourself, because now you don't see yourself as like a fuck up or anything. Like now you're, you know, someone completely different, because you are your own destiny. You can change your life whenever you want. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, like where you live or whatever. Like you can change your own life no matter who you are at whatever time you want. You do it right now. Like after watching this, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm changing my life, yay!" But anyway, that's what my own destiny is about. Because it's like, you know, yeah, sure, the deployment sucked, but moving on from this, like, I'm in charge of my own life. So, yeah, and that's the album. That's how the whole album was made. Let me play some other songs from it, because yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the DJ set. And let me play the return. That's my shit. I like this song. Let me read some comments. Excuse me. Maybe make a video of this. Yeah. So this is gonna be on my Instagram page, because after I'm done with the stream, it's gonna be on the on my live archive. So I'm gonna put it on my page so people can watch it over and over again. Yeah, I might, if I can, I'll put it on YouTube too. It's a great move, man. I really love it when artists really be themselves and do their art with it. Yeah, bro. Like, that's a big thing for me too. Like, turn it down a bit. Yeah, especially nowadays, bro. Because like, the days are gone where like, you know, you're a music artist and it feels like I don't know if you remember like being like, I don't know, back in like 2005 or whatever. Let's say you really liked Eminem, for example, like back in 2005. Like there'd be no way for you to contact him. Like you can send like fan mail and all you want, like just like a song Stan. Like you can send all the letters you want, all the emails. Like he's probably not gonna reply. But nowadays, like if you want to talk to like Marshmello, like, you could like comment on one of his posts, or you can like send him a message. He might reply. Or he might just like give it a like or something, you know. If you tag him, he might, you know, like it. Because sometimes he does. And nowadays, it's like if you don't do that, then people aren't really gonna care about you. Like if you don't reply to comments, or if you're not like authentic, people aren't gonna like you. You know. So I'm glad that like that's becoming a thing now. And I'm also glad that I bought this webcam and this light right here, because I can live stream more, and I really wanted to do that, but like I never liked doing it on my phone because the quality was always shit and the audio was always shit. So this is a lot higher quality. Like look at like the fire border I have, it's really cool. So yeah, yeah, it's like upgrading yourself and making a better. Yeah, bro, freaking So I go by this philosophy with my life, bro, and it's like you should keep the perfect version of yourself in your mind. So like what would the perfect version of yourself look like? What would the perfect version of yourself do? How would the perfect version of yourself act, you know? And obviously no one's perfect, but I think people should like strive to be at least close to it, because we're all human. We're all gonna fuck up. I fuck up all the time. Yeah, but at the same time, it's like I try. And the thing is, think about all the people that don't try. Think about all the people that like know they can be better, but they just don't do anything about it. And I feel like that's no way to live. If you know you can do better, I think you should. And I think that's why, like, that's Well, that is one of the reasons why I do so many motivational posts on my Instagram, because it's like, you know, I know that people have, like, everyone has, like, potential. Like, when I say, like, the perfect version of yourself, everyone has, like, potential. And they have a perfect version of themselves, and literally everyone can tap into it if they just try. And, again, if you at least just try, you're ahead of, like, almost, like, everyone on the world, on the planet. You're ahead of almost everyone. Because think about all the people that have that potential but don't do anything about it. So, yeah, bro, it's just, yeah, keeping, like, your perfect version of yourself in your mind. Like, how would you act if you were perfect? How would you look if you were perfect? You know, who would you be if you were the perfect version of yourself? And then just try every single day just to get a little bit closer to it. And then over the months, over the years, you're going to be very close to that person. You know, very close to that version of yourself. And, all right, dude. Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, it's late over there. What time is it in Germany? It's like 10 p.m. Yeah, it's kind of late for you guys. But all right, man. And thank everyone for coming on. And again, this is going to be uploaded to my page, so you can watch it all you want. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the stream, for the you know, DJ stream. And yeah, thank you. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a good Saturday. I'll see you in like 55 minutes. And I promise I'll be on time. I might do a couple like test streams just to make sure the audio's working. But yeah.